Drakkenheim is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that woeful eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder, and a kingdom shattered. 15 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Drakkenheim. Caught amidst rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, three unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge.
Good evening and welcome to Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream game. My name is Monty Martin, running the game as Dungeon Master tonight.
And I'm McLaughlin, and I will be playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer, and we are joined today by our good friends.
Jill Donitis playing Bayo Senya, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the human battle master.
Tonight's episode is sponsored by none other than Skull Splitter Dice. They sent us these wonderful metal dice that we've been rolling, and we absolutely love, so we're going to be using those on the game tonight. And Monty, are you back to the which dice are you rolling tonight?
I think I'm gonna keep on rolling with the solid gold ones that I've been going with. I really have enjoyed the results from those dice, but I have both my tins here, so I'll probably alternate between them. You have to have two different sets of dice in front of you, minimum.
I have three. But for all you people out there, just pray that Monty rolls a lot of ones so that we can keep doing Dungeons of Drakkenheim. And if you'd like to get a set for yourself right now, head on over to skullsplitterdice.com and be sure to use the discount code DDUDES on your purchase to save 15%.
When last we left our heroes, they were unconscious. For, foiled by the riddle of the Queen of Thieves, they all succumbed to a poisonous drink which left them all unconscious. Drifting in and out of semi-consciousness, you only feel large hands manhandling your bodies as you are dragged across cold stone. In a brief moment of lucidity, you can feel someone pulling off your weapons and armor. Please give me all of your equipment, please.
This is everything I own.
Nice. So I asked our crew to give me a list of all of their equipment before the stream, and I've got it right here in front of me, and I asked them to remove it from their character sheets in D&D Beyond. After several hours, it must be hours because you feel somewhat rested, as if you've gained the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
Consciousness gradually comes back to you as you feel the weight of heavy metal around your wrists and ankles. As you open your eyes, you have been stripped down to rags, which you don't recognize. They're definitely not yours. And the three of you, as you open your eyes, see that you are in a small stone room. There's a pile of sheepskin, some leather and rags and hay in the middle. Barely any comfort over the cold stone of the room around you. And there are heavy manacles around your wrists and ankles that are then each individually chained to the walls behind you. In the room, it looks like there is nothing but a clay pot for you to leave your waste in, which you can barely reach each other to pass it between the groups of you. There is a large wooden and iron-bound door from which the faintest bit of light shines down the hallway through the bars of the single porthole window cut into the window.
Can you pass the pot?
I pick up the pot and I pass it to Veo to pass to Pluto.
I throw it at him.
Don't spill it.
It spills all over you.
Wait, why? It's not his fault we're in this.
I'm just angry.
I mean, it's
Angry
all of
that
our
I
fault.
let myself get put in this situation.
I pull up against the chains. How far can I go?
Can we high five in the middle of the room?
You can. The room itself is roughly 20 by 20 feet, and with the lengths of the chains, they come out. You're each chained in a different corner. Looks like this room could contain one more prisoner in the other corner, and if the three of you all extend the chains out as far as they go to the middle of the room, you can just touch the tips of each other's fingers.
Yeah, we did it. Okay.
Now we know our
Step
limits.
1 complete.
How are the chains locked?
They are heavy iron manacles, and you can see that around each of your wrists they're chained to each other, and there's locks on each part of the manacles.
Separate lock?
There's a separate lock for each manacle,
Okay.
and the ways that the chains are holding you together is your hands are bound together, your legs are bound together. It's enough that you can walk, but no more than about 5 feet. So you're effectively restrained. You have but although you have a speed of about 5 to 10 feet, your speed is halved.
I've never
overall.
felt
Yeah.
this slow.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Also,
But with the length
These
of
clothes.
and then the manacles themselves, the length of chain goes between them, and then chains you each individually to the walls. So there's the manacles that are binding you, and then those bindings themselves are bound to the wall behind you.
How are they bound to the wall? Are there like screws?
There is a thick riveted buttress secured into the wall.
guys, this is the best I've smelt in weeks. I hope they wash my clothes wherever they took them. It's been a while.
There is a small hole in the room under which a rat flitters away, and the room is filled with the detritus of previous prisoners, perhaps waste. It reeks of urine. And you can hear the sounds of several gruff voices laughing and sputtering in the language. It sounds like it might be... Are either any of you familiar with Goblin or Undercommon?
I speak Undercommon.
Undercommon, yeah.
It sounds like either it's Goblin with a lot of Undercommon thrown in, or Undercommon with a lot of Goblin thrown in.
Can I make
So you
out
can
any
make
of it?
out a few words for a moment, and you can hear what sounds like a bit of laughter from heavy, deep voices, and then in the midst of it, you work out. Oh yeah, better be careful. They're the ones that killed Big House up in the Snake and Mongoose.
At least our... What do you say?
They know our reputation.
It precedes us.
Yes, they know that we killed some people in a fighting pit up there. So at least that's good. We can maybe use that to intimidate our way out of here. I say as I'm like chained in rags to the wall. I think it will work.
Yes, we're turning up our intimidation to 100%.
Pluto, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to pull as hard as you can.
I pull as hard as I can. So I'm gonna like maneuver myself facing the wall and just pull on the chains.
So trying to break the chains off the wall, or the chains apart from your hands?
I'm gonna kind of like tighten up the grip so my hands are really close together, and I'm gonna hold the chains to the wall. I'm gonna try to pull it off the wall.
Okay. You can give me a strength check to do so. As you pull the first time, the first pull doesn't do it. It's going to take you a fair amount of trying to do this. And if you fail, you will suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, I don't think I can break them.
Okay.
They're pretty iron tight.
Well,
They're tough.
Pulling at them, You think you could break out of this, but it's going to take a lot of strength to do so. And if it doesn't do so, it's going to wear you out.
I'm gonna wait for the opportune moment
Mm.
to do my explosive break out of it and attack someone.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna bide my time.
So we're in a room. There's a wooden and iron door. We're chained to the wall. I'm hungry. Guys, do I have goggles on my head?
No.
Nope. Damn. Is this when you said what's the worst that could happen? Is this what you were thinking?
No, I was actually thinking much worse. This is like the not good that could happen, but
Like
still-
on a scale?
on a scale, I mean, like, my imagination goes pretty crazy. Me having nightmares about getting dragged into a pit by a dog and then eaten was worse than this. That being said, I have a plan A through D right now working through my brain. Plan A seems to not work because you can't break out. Veo, you're nimble and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to slip out?
I try to slip out of one of the manacles.
So Veo, as you go to pull your arms through the manacles, there's so many different parts because they're on your wrists and ankles and then secured in as well, that just examining it, not unlike Paluto, you're confident that with a bit of time you could slip your way out of these bonds.
Mhm.
But if you try to slip out and fail, you will also suffer one level of exhaustion.
Will I suffer one level of exhaustion if I break my thumb to make my hand smaller to pull it out?
If you break your thumb to do that, if you go as far as looking at it, you'd need to break all your fingers to get out. Like if you broke all the fingers in both your hands, they would slip right out.
Okay. If I did that, could I realistically use Cure Wounds to fix my hand?
No,
No,
order to
okay.
if you do that, you would need a regenerate spell or
Okay.
time in order to fix that.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that.
But it's an option.
It's an option if we need.
Veo considered
it.
it.
Like,
Veo with no hand.
You're just like, yeah.
But
As you ponder your fingers, a face appears in the windows.
I hate this.
It's the tiefling Deceit. Oh, you're awake! These are really nice goggles. Where did you get them?
Is that Sebastian?
My father made those for me.
They're fantastic. I like the way I look in these. Thanks, by the way. You all must be a bit tougher than I thought. Normally people that knock back the queen's poison are usually out for a couple days, but we've only had you in there for a few hours and you're already awake. Neat.
we're
Why?
a tough bunch, I guess.
Why are we locked in here?
I love doing that. He plays a little bit more with lowering and raising the goggles. So I'll be straight with you a little bit. Us pulling you in's caused a little bit of a ruckus, and you might be getting your audience that you were looking for after all.
Oh, perfect.
We'll just have to make sure that you just sit tight a little there, and Queen's going to finish up some of her appointments, and she should be down shortly to survey our latest prizes. Oh, man. These are great. And he, with that, he walks away laughing.
Honestly, Sebastian, he's pulling them off. Like, and I mean that in the nicest way, but like he's
Pluto?
definitely knows how to wear them.
Pluto?
Is it too soon?
We need to get those
He-
goggles back.
He waves, and as he waves with his first hand, he twirls Veo's grapple shot in his other and walks away.
have a quick question. You said there was only a little bit of light coming through. How much does it actually light the room?
There's a little bit of illumination in the room. I would say the whole room is dimly lit.
Well, he's gonna get his time.
Pluto, can you do me one more favor?
Yeah.
Can you pull that chain tight? I don't need you to pull it as hard as you can. Just pull it tight.
I'm gonna pull it tight.
I'm gonna try to. Nobody's out in the hall right now, right?
You can hear them. You can hear several of the voices laughing from down the hallway. Sounds like it's coming down to the right.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna try to, with my hands chained up, I'm gonna try to firebolt the chain where it, like right where it connects to the wall for Pluto to break him, to like try to snap the chain with a firebolt.
Okay.
I like this.
Just don't hit Pluto.
Well, that's
Okay.
why I'm having him pull it
Cool.
like away from the wall so that he's as far back.
So your hands,
Yeah.
manacled as they are, I'm gonna have you make a concentration check to cast the spell.
Ooh.
11.
11.
Yeah.
You start pulling the words together, but it's difficult to focus your because your hands are manacled. It's difficult to get the somatic components together to wrestle it. So you begin, and the spell has some
It's
verbal
and somatic.
Okay. But it fizzles out partway through.
It's very sad. There's a few sparks shoot out of my
Mhm.
finger, and it's like a bad firework that like was lit and then just goes out,
Yeah.
and you're got like.
And
oh.
but there's enough of a pow and a pop of the magic that the voices down the hall go silent, and someone says, "What was that?" And you hear another voice say, "I'll check it out."
All right, the guys, nothing happened.
Go to everyone pretend to be asleep.
And down, looking in the window, it's Lies. She narrows her vision, and she puts her hand up to the window to look in, and you can see she's wearing Lenneth's ring.
A
The ring
liar.
of spell storing, and she brings her hand back and taps your wand against the window and says, "I know you're all up in there. No funny business."
I shout out, "Hey, liar. That was my stomach growling. I could reach up a hog's hiney and pull out a ham sandwich. I am so hungry. When are we going to get some food around here?"
Make a deception check.
Is she lying?
I'm not really lying, but 15.
You want some food?
I always want food. Prisoners have some sort of rights to be fed, do they not?
Not here. She laughs. All right, we'll see.
Lies, remember that time that we could have killed you, but we didn't, and we were really nice, and now you want to help us escape?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's
She
fair.
walks away.
It was worth a shot.
Maybe
You
she's
hear,
lying.
You hear several of the voices go back, and down the hallway you can hear the conversation of, "They want some food. They want to eat. Should we feed them?" And you can overhear one voice saying, "This is the Queen's prize. Wouldn't want them to die or starve to death while we've got them. That one, the one, Caspian Prince. Fair ransom, lots of money. The other two, don't know what the Queen will want with him, but we can't risk him dying. And if we don't treat him well, we might not get a good ransom for him, eh? All right. Lies, deceit, you go on up. I'll keep an eye on things down here."
Pluto, if somebody comes to feed us, try to get them to come close enough to you so that you can murder them, because they're going to need keys to get into the room. And if we kill them, we get keys. No? Yeah?
Okay.
Dangerous?
I'm gonna retreat to my corner.
There's heavy footsteps coming down the hall a few minutes later. It sounds like someone's fixing up some grub. But before that happens, is there anything else anyone you want to do?
Try one more thing, and it may or may not work. I might just break a nail doing this, but I actually want to use my claws to see if I can like unlatch the lock in any way. If I can like unlock it, if it's like a basic enough lock.
Yes, you certainly can. Make a You can make a thievery check.
What do I roll for that?
Your dexterity mod, and if you're proficient in I'm gonna have a dexterity check because these aren't proper thieves' tools, right?
Sure.
So I'm not gonna have you add your proficiency mod, but you can try it with just your raw dexterity.
Dex?
Whoa.
17?
17. You knock one of the tumblers and release one of the manacles.
Yes.
But it's the one on one of your. I'm guessing that you're doing this with your dominant hand. So
Yeah.
on your left hand, the manacle pops open.
Okay.
Okay. As it pops open,
What was that?
And I like.
several sets of heavy footsteps come down the hallway,
I'm gonna retreat to my corner.
and you can hear the jingling of keys as the door is opened up. A massive bugbear stands at the door with a big bushy face and all these warts and zits all over it, right? So it's all like covered in it's difficult to determine if they're warts or zits or what they are, but his face is just all barnacly almost. And he's got and he's kind of got these squinting eyes because he's wearing Paluto Jackson's helmet, but it doesn't quite fit over his head. And you can see strapped on his back is the Javelin of Lightning and Pluto's shield.
I'm gonna kill him.
And he and you can see that there's a few other bugbears with him, at least two others. Several of them are carrying shields and maces, and one of them standing back in the hallway, tapping the mace against his hand as the bigger bugbear with the helmet on opens up the cell door. He says, "Y'all wanted some grub, eh?
Of course. Couldn't you hear my stomach all the way out there?
All right." And he says, "Pass it over." And he's got a bowl of this awful looking wheat gruel. Takes it. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Delicious.
And then it's a clay bowl, and then he puts it down a clay bowl of water. Right then. Don't say we didn't treat you nicely. And he slams the door shut and locks it and walked back down the hall.
I start eating.
Yeah, I'm still gonna eat it. I'm really.
You got the loogie in yours.
I don't eat it right away, and then you guys start eating it, and I look down in disgust, and
I mean,
I do a quick I try to scoop it out before I where I can think that it's not absorbed. Where I scoop it where I think it was. I'm like, yeah, it feels a little better.
tasted average. I can't tell what's spit and what's soup, but
I've had this before. It's fine.
you've had spit soup before.
I've eaten many things in my last
Is your
15
hand
years.
free?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just eating with a free hand.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm actually eating with like the chained up hand. It makes it harder because I'm just like, oh yeah.
wait, when did you get your hand free?
These claws are
Can you get the other one free?
probably. I give it a go with my left hand on the other one.
Okay, try it.
22.
You managed to get the other manacle open.
Cool.
Veo, this is the greatest.
Keep going.
Keep
Okay,
going.
do
Keep
my
going. Keep
feet.
going.
My feet. 22.
Okay.
And
Got one more foot.
oh, critical miss. 5.
So as you're twisting the last one, your nail snaps off inside the lock.
Oh.
Can I spend some time digging it out?
You can spend as much time as you want, and it just is the most infuriatingly hard bit to remove to get out of there.
Cool. Well, I kind of need that. Unless you want to blast the last one off.
How
Oh.
You want me to try to get
blast
yours?
your foot off?
No. Blast the chain out of the.
I can try. Can you pull your leg?
I pull my leg
This
as
is
far
gonna
as
make
I can
another
go.
sound, so I'm not quiet about this. But you're closer to me, so maybe I can position myself so I can get
Yeah.
better hand positioning for this. I'm gonna try again to firebolt the chain.
Okay.
Constitution check. Save. Sorry.
Concentration check.
Concentration. 24.
You manage to focus, and you fire the firebolt.
I have to roll to hit.
You
don't
do
I?
have to roll to hit, and you do have to roll damage.
16.
It hits the manacles square on. Roll damage.
Fire burns.
7 damage.
Okay. It's melted partially and broken, but it hasn't been fired off. The sound of the firebolt screeches out with a large crack as it hits the manacle, sending sparks flying everywhere. And you hear, "That's what sounded like more funny business back there."
Oh boy.
Go to your corners.
I'm sorry, I fell. Just trying to stand and go to the washroom. I'm not very dexterous.
Stop dropping the pot,
I'm
Veo.
sorry.
Veo and Sebastian, you two can make deception checks.
Da-na-na.
16.
15.
Okay. "I'm coming back there. Give you to the count of 5. And you hear the sound of these big footsteps coming back down the hall again.
I put the manacles around, but not locked. And I
Okay.
Pluto, push the pot over here.
I push the pot towards you.
And
It's
I-
already on the.
And I tip it
Still.
over, and I make myself look like I'm prone on the ground.
Okay. You see again. He looks through the window as the bugbear returns. His disgusting face and his little beady eyes peering through the window. "What are you doing
Are you-
in there?"
Are you here to clean it up? We spilt the chamber pot in the middle of the room. It smells horrible.
I fell over. It's on me.
Okay. Make one more deception check.
Both of us?
20.
22.
"Well, you can just swim in it for all I care." And he turns around to leave. He says, "Don't worry. We'll hose you down before the queen comes to see you."
Oh, please don't. Okay, so I'm almost there. I take the manacles off again. What does it look like? Is it something that I could like pull out with the minimum strength that I have?
With the chain.
With your strength, there's no way you can break this chain.
Not even as it is?
No.
Okay.
Wait, guys, the queen's coming to see us here?
Probably not. We're probably going to be taken to her. Probably.
Is-
Um,
Conundrum. We want to see the queen.
Yeah.
But we also want our stuff.
Do you want me to
back.
try to
Yeah.
break out?
Well, that's
now?
going to cause
Is now going to be the time?
a lot of noise. I won't be able to get out.
Unless I firebolt one more time.
Yeah.
What else can you do?
My other thing is that
I can chill touch it.
If
I
I
can make
can
it
get-
cold so that it breaks. Wait, it doesn't do cold damage. It does. Yeah, necromancy.
I'm wondering
Necrotic.
if I can get this chain off and we make some noise, I can distract him when he comes in. Because if I hide beside the door, he's not going to see me. He's going to have to come in and be like, where did the cat go? And then you can do your strength pulled then while he's here. And he'll have keys.
And I'll supervise.
And you can firebolt him while I'm choking him.
I can try to throw some fire.
Or I can trip him. I can do like a rugby tackle.
We can do get help. Where one of us collapses in the corner. Wait, did you guys hear them talking?
Yeah.
Did they say anything interesting?
They did mention that they need Pluto Jackson to be in good health because you're a Caspian prince.
Yeah.
What if I pretend to die? I was the guy who died third in a Caspian play when I was younger. And the reviews came in and said I was above average.
Oh, okay.
My mom was the reviewer. I'm actually pretty terrible. But I can give it a go.
And then when they go to inspect your body, I firebolt the final chain on Veo's leg.
Hopefully hit it.
And hopefully they're close enough that I can choke them.
And then you choke them. Veo kills them. I supervise. Again.
Still.
Do you want me to undo some manacles before we go through with this plan? Like, I could try to, if I can get far enough. I could probably reach pretty far now with my foot thing undone.
Oh, can you
or-
get one? Can Veo reach one of Sebastian's manacles?
I have like 10 whole nails that I'm willing to break to get out of here.
If you can free one of my hands, I can cast spells a little easier.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay.
Can I reach at least one of his hands?
Yes, because your leg is freed. You can reach because your hands are now extricated and you're only down to one leg being contained by it. You can reach the others.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do at least one of your hands. 21.
You free one of his hands.
I'm really gonna need a manicure after this.
Yeah, how are your nails doing?
Gosh, they're like
They're
So that
delirium
you
infused.
know, it
Cracking.
takes about 10 minutes each time
okay.
for each manacle to be unlocked.
So that's one of you. But what if something happens and we don't get like contingent? Do you have that plan C and D?
Plan C and D involve us finding a bunch of stuff. I need to
What do you need?
I need some spider webs. I need preferably, if anybody knows of any caterpillars around here, I need a cocoon.
That'll probably.
I'm trying to remember. This
There's
is
a
all
bit of
stuff.
spider web in one of the corners of the room, the far corner where there's no prisoners.
Can I reach it?
No, none of you can
I'm
reach
kind
it
of
yet.
okay.
I'm trying to remember everything I learned when I went to the Amethyst Academy. They taught me how to cast spells without a focus.
What about this like sheepskin fleece?
Is there any fleece? Is sheepskin fleece?
Is sheepskin fleece?
Sheepskin is leather. But if you search through it, give me a perception check, Veo. Maybe there is a little bit of fleece in there.
Oh no, critical one.
If there is anything, it's mixed in with all the hay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's too dim a light. Okay.
Remember, guys, any caterpillars, let me know.
I'm looking at my corner for now. All sorts of trinkets and odds and ends and
Pluto, you got any incense or coal over there?
Pluto, make an investigation check or
What about,
perception.
23.
Okay.
I'm doing that like crawl on the ground because I lost my contact lens, and I'm just looking all over, like patting around.
Okay,
My
Pluto,
glasses.
searching around in your area,
My corner.
you manage to find a few pieces of rock, a few good bits of a few bits of loose stone. It seems like rats are coming in. One of which is a piece of coal.
What did you find?
I'm a mason, and this is coal.
Can you kick it over here or
I-
toss it?
I'm gonna do the.
I try to catch it. Do I catch it?
I throw it in your
Yeah,
corner.
sure.
I
Yeah.
throw it in your corner.
Okay,
Your
he
general
throws
corner.
it in my general corner.
Yeah, and also one of the bricks where the rat has kind of been coming in and out, it pulls out, and it's a pretty hefty brick.
There you go.
This is gonna be my getting my helmet back brick. I trust in you, brick. I'm gonna keep the brick
Okay,
close by.
add one brick to your character sheet.
I have equipment again.
I want to give it a go again on the final lock on my foot.
On your foot,
Yeah.
the lock is jammed.
It's busted. I can't
Yeah.
get it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah.
I can now, thanks to this, cast darkness. So if we get somebody in this room, I can make it very dark.
But only you can see in the darkness. I mean-
that means you can't supervise.
Means
You're
you
gonna
have to do more.
That means it's on me.
Yeah, it's
I have
totally
one
on you.
free hand and a piece of coal.
I would say what we can do is keep an eye on the darkness, but if me and Pluto can get near the door and feel our way out to the door if somebody's in, and we can trap them in.
What about
Do you want to try to unlock anyone else, Veo?
Yeah, do you want to try to unlock old
Or
Pluto?
By unlocking Pluto, will it help him with his strength? Will he have, or is it just the same?
being unlocked versus breaking the manacles off? No.
You could also just keep working on Sebastian until, if you get all 4 of his and he's totally free, that could be huge.
Okay, let me try that.
We just keep going until you break all your nails, or all the locks are jammed.
I can do all the locks.
like-
Yeah, hopefully no more jammed locks. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go for maybe your other hands. Yeah, other hand. 18.
It breaks open.
All right.
I feel way more powerful than I did 10 minutes ago. That's for sure.
You know that feeling where you rip your nail and it kind of feels weird?
Yeah.
That's how my nails feel right now. I'm just they're not broken, but they feel real weird.
You're doing a lot of work
Okay.
with them.
It's now been about, with all the work that you've done and all the attempts that you've done, it's been about 2 hours that you've been in this cell.
Oh.
Now.
All right.
I'm starting to feel the effects of time flying by. My life is gone. I've been in here so long.
So you think we can get one guy in here?
There's got to be a way out of this. There's always a way out of this.
Okay, guys, call for help.
Are we doing get help?
Get help.
Okay. Pluto?
I'm gonna lay face down in the bucket.
You know what you should do? Also, before you do, cut yourself and put some blood, a little bit of blood around you.
I use the brick.
Don't. Here, do you want me to just use my nail? I can give you a little-
As you're about to smash your face with a brick.
But I want to make it realistic.
I just cut your hand, the palm of your hand, a little bit, so that there's enough to smear on your head, so it looks like the brick got hit on your head.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going
As
to.
you are all preparing Pluto, you hear some voices from within, down the hallway, saying, and the jingling of chains coming down the hall again.
Okay, guys, it's go time. It is go time right now.
I'm ready.
I make the manacles look like they're still done up.
Same.
I lay face down,
Get your firebolt ready.
and I'm gonna put the brick by my head.
Pluto, no!
Pluto!
Oh my god, he's dead! The Caspian Prince is dying!
Okay. Coming around the corner, down the hallway with two of the same two bugbears as before, and the larger one, Mulg, is a fourth figure. This figure is a pale-skinned man with sallow eyes and hair coming out in patches, and he is garbed in what looks like to be a rather wretched suit with a cloak drawn up, like almost like a noble. And he says, "Which one first, then?" And Mog says, "The Caspian looks like the Caspian looks like he's dying." The sallow-skinned one says, "No, he's just faking. They're going to try to escape. I hope your men are ready," says the sallow-skinned one.
We can never escape from these tight quarters. What are you talking about? We're
No, your
caught.
fortress is so
Go
well
in
made. Oh.
and get one of them. Bring it down to the interrogation chamber.
Pick the Caspian.
Yeah, take the Caspian.
Guys, is it
You hear
working?
Mulg opening the door up.
Take me.
and
I'm good at interrogations. I can
He
handle it.
opens the door up and says, "Right. We're gonna ask all of you some questions before the queen gets here.
Does the queen know about this?
She sent word ahead."
Can we have a moment to get our story straight? Thanks.
Plenty.
You've had plenty of time.
Careful with my helmet, Mulg. It's a priceless heirloom.
Hey, Sebastian, turn out the lights.
I don't think that's going to save us right now, Theo.
Okay.
Do you?
The
Maybe.
sallow-skinned figure says, "No, it's not going to help.
Oh.
It would be much better if you didn't try that right now. You've undone some of your manacles, have you?"
No.
As he talks, he's not really even looking at you. It's like he's staring off into the distance, like 1,000-mile stare, and his eyes are like milk white. Says, "Mog, leave the door shut. I'll do what I can here. If we go in there, they're going to try to jump us."
Plan D?
This guy messed up any plan that I had.
Okay.
He seems to see right through me.
Well, at least they're not going to come in and get anyone.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to do it back to him.
He looks in the window. Your names are?
My name's Sebastian Crow. And I need rescuing.
Funny.
Thank you.
Who are you working for?
The Three Crows?
The Amethyst Academy. Interesting.
We're not working for them.
What's in the box?
It's personal belongings.
It's a bomb.
Stop telling him things. Think cats.
I'm thinking of cats.
Where did you get the ring?
Cats.
Cats.
Cats. Cats. Cats. Cats.
Cats.
Cats.
Cats.
Cats.
You're
Cats.
all trying to think cats.
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 Cats. Cats.
Okay.
Cats. Cats.
He says.
Cats.
Cats.
He seems very perturbed by this. Okay, I'm gonna have all. So you're focusing all your thoughts on cats.
Yes.
I'm picturing Veo
dancing
eating
cats.
eating a fish person.
Just cats. I'm a kitty cat.
He looks disturbed.
Cats.
Huh.
Cats.
Fine.
Cats.
You're funny.
You'll
I
find
like
our will
cats.
is very strong.
They're so fluffy.
How strong?
Strong as a cat.
I start thinking about food. Tuna and salmon. Oh man, and hamburgers and hot dogs.
I'm still thinking about cats. I'm focused. I'm good.
He turns to Mulg and he says, Mulg, they're not cooperating.
Oh.
You've got some very funny thoughts, all of you. I like cats. Is that what you care about deeply?
Cats.
I love cats.
Cats.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chops. Cats.
And-
Cats.
Tuna.
Sebastian, make a
Jackson.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh, golly. Get a 2.
What do you care about deeply? In the moment when you hear the words, what do you care about deeply, what would hit Sebastian's mind right away?
Pluto and Veo.
Aw.
Oh.
Pluto, make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
And in your mind, when you hear that question, what's the flicker of the thought that comes to Pluto's mind?
Oh. My wife.
And Veo, when you hear that thought, make a wisdom saving throw as well.
I mean,
21.
Okay.
Pork chops.
No one knows.
You
Hot
just
dogs,
thought
tuna,
that.
Tuna.
You didn't say that.
Because I do care about food.
Interesting. It seems like they don't want to cooperate too much. But I think we know the most important things, Mulg. I'll be sure to tell the Queen when she gets here.
Can I have my goggles back?
No.
They're of no value to you.
What do those strange glowing potions do?
If you drink them all at once, you become super powerful.
Make a deception check.
15.
Your lies are funny, but these potions restore spell slots, even though they're dangerous. Interesting.
Ah, cats. Should have.
focus on cats.
Focus on the cats.
What does the Amethyst Academy want here?
Pork
Cats.
chops.
They want cats. They want so many cats. There's cats everywhere.
after
Crazy
the
cat
a
people.
new cat-filled Drakkenheim.
You don't know, do you?
Cats.
Interesting. A new... He laughs and chuckles. Huh. Cat-filled Drakkenheim. I think this is enough for now.
Possibility.
Mulg,
Bayo for
might-
president.
you might want to leave your guards watching them directly.
Aw.
They're going to try things. I'll be upstairs. And he walks away. And Mulg looks in the window. You're trying funny business on me, are you?
We're funny people.
I can tell. I've never seen him laugh like that before.
Yes.
Oh, well, actually, I'm pretty proud then.
He wasn't really laughing at all, but he kind of cracked a smile. It's like, I guess you must have some funny thoughts in your brains.
It's too
But if your funny thoughts are on breaking out, I'll tell you, I'm not supposed to kill you. But that don't mean I can't break your legs.
I gotta tell you something. I gotta be honest with you, prisoner guard. What was your name?
It's Mulg.
Oh, Mulg. Lovely to meet you. My name's
Mulg Facebreaker.
Mulg Facebreaker, Sebastian Crow.
I know your name.
Good. Pluto Jackson, his manacles seem a little loose. You might want to tighten those, otherwise he has a very good chance of getting out.
You think I'm stupid, don't you?
And ugly.
Yes.
I would be lying if I said no.
The only thing stupid.
You think you can outsmart me, don't you?
Yes.
I mean, now if I said yes, I would look stupid, so I'm going to go with no, of course not.
It might be true that you think you can outsmart me,
Yes, that is true.
but I've never met anybody that could outsmart my fists.
Have you met Pluto Jackson's fists? Because you could.
You got nice hands.
Come check out this brick I found.
I mean, I've outsmarted a bugbear before.
I've killed a bugbear before.
He ended up face down dead in 6 seconds.
I heard about that. That was my little brother.
Well,
You don't
Thanks
want
for
revenge?
taking care of him for me.
oh, you're welcome.
Come on in here.
He's pretty easy.
Hopefully, the queen decides she doesn't need you, so I get to rip you from that little tail all the way up to your pretty little nose.
You could just take a finger right now. Just come on in here.
If you can catch me.
Little
This is
souvenir.
a nice helmet.
He's not
And he
biting.
walks back up the hallway.
Fine.
Okay.
Good try. We
Go,
try
go.
to go
The
to-
other two bugbears stay standing in the hallway,
Oh.
thwacking their maces.
All right. Feo, here it is.
'Kay.
I'm going to go. Meaning that when I go, if I miss, they're going to beat me a lot. And that's just something that's going to have to happen.
Yep.
If I succeed, it's go time.
I have a question. What does the ceiling look like in this room?
The ceiling is arched and vaulted, so the room itself is actually somewhat rounded in the top. It seems like you must be deep underground, because if it was built like that, that would indicate that it would be structural, like bearing a lot of stone on top of it.
Is there any beams?
There are no wooden beams.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, we're gonna have to go.
Pluto,
Pluto, you ready?
you have a brick?
Yes.
Do you know how to use it?
I'm gonna learn. I can
Are we-
improvise.
Are we all okay with this? Is this what we want to do? This is a...
Smash, I'm
I
following
mean,
your
I can
lead.
continue to unlock your.
Well, I mean, like...
Are they still staring at us?
Yeah, they are. The other two bugbears. Mulg has gone back up the hall, but the other two are staying here.
So
now.
we're
What
broken
languages-
telephoning.
What,
I'm like
what languages do you speak?
Undercommon
Yeah.
and Elvish and Common.
Pluto?
Common, celestial, and infernal.
Interesting.
Elvish, eh?
They
Okay.
were.
speak
I
Elvish.
took a year abroad in heaven and hell.
Why? What are you thinking?
Well, just so they don't understand. I start speaking to you in Elvish. Hopefully
Okay.
they can understand. And I say to the guards, "Hey guards, can you speak Elvish?" In Elvish.
One of the guards turns to the other. I think she called you a fairy.
Like the animal? Like the creature?
They don't know. They don't know what you're talking about.
Cool.
You got this.
So I turn back to you and say, "Okay, so our plan is that you're gonna firebolt the chain. I'm gonna be unlocked. They're probably gonna come in. What's the next part?
Darkness?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have much of a plan here. I assume
What else can you do? What else do you need in order to do more things?
there's spiderweb in that corner. If you get it to me, I can maybe get them stuck in place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can restrain them.
Yeah, if you can find any spider webs. That is something that I did pick up. I did do a few years of school before I got kicked out, you know?
Okay. Well, I mean, I can probably get the spider web if you can get these chains
Okay.
undone from the wall.
It's gonna-
Anything else you need?
I doubt that this room has any incense or
Probably not.
but I have this piece of coal.
Okay.
Spider webs. Cocoon. I don't know where we're gonna find a cocoon. But
Probably not. What
yeah.
else?
bat fur?
Would rat fur be an alternative?
It might work.
Maybe. There's a rat that keeps coming in here. Sorry, Pluto.
What?
Pluto,
Huh?
when the Big Bang happens, try to pull your chains.
Okay.
Okay? Ready?
No, but
Let's do it. And I
Okay.
pull my leg again, so the chain is tight again.
with both, I pull both my hands out of my manacles to
Okay.
quickly firebolt.
As you take your hands out of your manacles, we can roll for initiative.
Oh God, this is gonna be the worst fight.
This is my third one tonight. I need to Switch it up.
This is gonna go really. This is gonna go so bad, guys. This is so bad. I don't want to die.
Okay. What do we got?
21.
21.
10.
7.
Wait, what?
I was so ready.
Okay.
I've been acting. I'm an actor.
I have to wait for the chain, so I'm like standing there with the chains pulled.
Okay, so Paluto goes first, then the Bugbears, then Sebastian, then Veo is last. So, just
Uh-oh.
Oh, here. You want this guy?
okay. So, as you reach out of the manacles to act, the Bugbears pull themselves forward, crying out. And one of the Bugbears says, "They're out of the chains!" And the other says, "Get back in there! Don't try anything!" Pluto, what are you going to do?
So they haven't come through the door yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
Okay. If they come through the door, I'm gonna
It's not their turn yet. So,
yeah. But if they do, I'm gonna try to tackle one of them. Because am I close enough to the door? Like even with my chains?
You are the one right beside the door. You're at the front.
So
of the door.
I'm gonna just tackle one of them as soon as they come through the door. The first one.
Okay. The Bugbears. One of them goes up to the door and starts unlocking it. Pushes it open. And the other rushes forward to pulling back his mace and raising his shield to rush towards Sebastian and smash him in the face with it.
And I tackle him.
Okay. Make your grab attack.
Unarmed strike?
It's a grab, so it's an athletics check.
Oh, okay. I'll do 20.
20. I get a 14. So as you rush into the room, you grab him and hold him in place. And he goes, "Argh!" And so he stops moving, and he turns to bash you in the face, bash you with his Morning Star,
I accept.
getting a natural 1.
Yeah.
And so it goes wide and smashes into part of the door, and splinters of wood fly everywhere. We next go to Sebastian.
I'm going to try to firebolt Veo's chain.
Okay, go for it.
26.
That hits. Roll damage.
Da-na-na, da-da-da.
16 damage.
The chain is basically vaporized, and Veo is free.
With no
Yeah.
chains?
You still
No chains
yeah,
on you.
no chain. There's no
strings on
chains on
you.
you at all. They're all
Chains
broken
on me.
off. Yeah. Alrighty, Sebastian.
strings.
Anything else?
I'm still kind of, my legs are still chained in place.
Yes, they
so I cower in the corner.
Okay. Veo, what are you gonna do?
Can I pick up? Oh, the chain's still attached to the wall, or no?
The chains now hang in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Because you broke the manacles open, and you're completely free, so they're not attached to you at all.
Except for one leg. Or did I firebolt
No,
it
you
off?
shot it off. You
Oh,
shot
okay.
the shackle
Oh,
off.
okay.
Yeah.
I am going to Zephyr Strike, and I'm gonna go across. So it's across where the spider web is, correct?
Yes.
All right. Just so I don't get hit by that guy.
Mhm.
Grab the spider web, run it over to Sebastian.
Mhm.
And with your
Insane.
1,000 feet of movement left,
I didn't use my feline agility. I still got. Actually, I can still go pretty far.
Smash him with the pot. Smash the pot.
I don't know. Can I do that? I think my action was grabbing the spider web.
Oh.
And
I know
giving
that
it
would be
to
your
you, right?
interaction. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give you the spider web, and yeah, can I take the pot off the ground and throw it at the bugbear that's
Yeah,
against
Oh
Go
wait,
for it.
no, I'm gonna yell. Can I yell something to Veo?
Yeah.
Get his mace,
Oh, could I make my action like tackling the mace?
because I'm
out of his
holding
hands?
him. I've got him.
Yeah,
in a
you got
grab.
him grabbed. So I'm gonna say
Get his weapon.
you could try to get it out of his hands. How are you gonna do it, Bill?
If I grab it and then I kick my feet up and then I push away from him, trying to bring the
So you're trying to break his grip?
yeah.
Okay. Give me that. We're gonna make an opposed. He's gonna make athletics as opposed to your acrobatics
Oh yeah, okay.
Does he get any disadvantages?
because he's grabbed.
Yeah.
No, not to take his weapon out.
Okay.
19.
You get a 4. So
Yay!
you pull his mace out of his hand. Cool.
Cool.
Yes, Veo.
And how much movement did I do?
40.
And then I go back into my corner. Ready. What do I have now?
You have a mace.
A mace.
Okay.
Now start walloping people.
Top of the round with Paluto.
Does he have keys on him?
The other one does.
Okay, and he doesn't have a mace now, but he does have a shield.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to take his shield from him.
So you're gonna let go of him and try to pull the shield off of his hand.
Yes.
Brick and shield.
Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty. Make an athletics check.
16.
I get a 14. So you manage to rip the shield off of his arm. It pulls away some of the straps of the shield, but you've got it.
And now I'm gonna bash him with it.
Okay. So you're just gonna smash.
I'm just gonna.
Are you gonna action search to do that? Because taking his shield is an action.
I'm just gonna hold the shield now.
Okay.
Now I have a shield,
It will be another action for you to properly affix the shield.
and I'm still in shackles, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna. I just want to take away his stuff.
Okay. So
I
he
know-
got a
I
shield
have-
in his mace. Cool. The bugbear,
Brick.
without his
Captain America.
without his things, he turns to punch you in the face, Pluto.
I accept.
Use your shield plus. two AC. No, it's not
Getting a
equipped.
12 to hit.
Do I get a +2 with a shield?
No, because you haven't properly.
Yeah. So no, it punches me.
He punches you, and you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As he socks you in the face and says, "Get down! Give that back!" And the other bugbear rushes forward into the room towards Sebastian and goes to mace Sebastian in the face.
I'm cowering.
He gets a 10 to hit.
I cower out of the way.
You duck.
I duck further. I drop down, and he misses me.
There is a jangling of chains as you can hear another gateway being unlocked. And you hear voices from within saying, "Go get Moog! Tell them the prisoners are getting rowdy again." Okay.
Uh-oh.
So with that,
Uh-oh.
It's okay. Lure him in.
okay. Top of the round with
Or no, the bugbears.
the
just went.
bugbears. Now Sebastian. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to, as I cower in the corner and dodge out of the way of this mace attack, I'm going to reach out my hand, and a little purple hand picks up the chamber pot, and I want to dump it, or plop it on this guy's head.
Okay. So
So
you want to
that-
grab the chamber pot and
And
dump
put,
it on his
Put
head.
it on this guy's head.
Okay. Make it is basically an attack roll, but I'm going to allow it. So make an attack roll with make a spell attack.
11.
11. You fling the poo out of the bowl, and it flies right past his face and lands on the ground, splattering everywhere in front of Pluto.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Nice.
That was a warning, Pooh.
Alright.
Anything else, Sebastian?
I wish I could do something. That was my action. I can move 5 feet.
You got your chains, right?
I still have chains on my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I go.
Cower.
I'm gonna cower
further.
I'm gonna cower as far into the corner as I can.
Okay. Okay. Next, we go to Veo.
Which one has the keys?
Which one has the keys? The
Yeah.
one that's in front of Sebastian.
Okay. And where does he have them? Can I see them? Are they on his belt
They're
or
on
are they
his
in his
belt.
hand? Okay. I'm going to if I go to grab the keys, is that my action? Or is that
Yes.
yeah? Okay. Can I grab the keys and unlock? Or is that 2?
It's 2 actions.
Okay. Then I am going to use my action to hit the guy in front of Sebastian in the head with a mace.
Okay.
So I walk up to him
Nice.
and
Mason.
I haven't used my Zephyr Strike
Watch out for the poo.
advantage. I'm used to being around Pooh, Drakkenheim. So I got advantage using my Zephyr Strike.
Alrighty.
That's active.
Yeah, Veo.
Smash him in the head. 9.
9.
9.
It goes completely wide.
I get my.
It's heavy. You just didn't
I'm
realize
not
how
used
heavy
to
it was.
melee.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll get it on the second swing.
I take a second swing as my second attack roll. Oh, crit!
All right.
That's better.
Practice makes perfect.
I go with your hips, and you're just like.
All right. So you clock him in the back of the head.
Oh my god.
I was a fighter instructor. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a great coach. In the corner. I'm in the corner right now.
You're chained. You're still fully
I'm
chained.
so fully chained in the corner.
Pluto group.
4 damage.
4 damage?
1d6 minus 1. I rolled a 4, so that's 3. and
Hey,
then I rolled
hey.
a 1.
That's the most damage anyone's done to one of these.
Yeah, you're winning. You're still in the
Alright.
damage lead here.
And I back up.
Alrighty. Pluto, you're up.
I want to use one of the chains to try to wrap it around this bugbear, his neck,
Okay.
and start to like choke him out.
All right. Make an athletics check opposed to his athletics.
12.
12. I get a 12 as well. So let's re-roll.
Again. Go.
17.
I get a 7.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. So you wrap the chain around his neck. I'm going to say he's now grabbed and restrained. And then in subsequent turns, you can try to suffocate him.
And I'm doing that.
Okay.
And I'm pulling him into my corner.
All right. He's starting to.
Oh, can I use my interaction to kick the door?
Yes. You kick the door
I
shut.
kick the door shut.
It slams. Okay.
Wait, is it locked?
Nice.
Can I reach the door with my movement?
Yeah, but you're still locked in place, so you can't quite. If you're trying to stand in front of the door to stop it from opening, you wouldn't be able
Can
to
I
do
like
that.
push? I can't get close
No,
enough
you're not
that way.
close
Okay.
enough to do
Yeah.
that. No.
I just
Okay.
want to push him into it and just like hold him into the door and choke him out.
Yeah. Okay, so with that being Pluto, now the bugbear. So the bugbear is like choking out. He tries to fight you off. One more opposed check.
13.
13. I get a 15. So he
No!
manages to kick you up against the wall and releases the chain, and he breathes in deeply. You've still got him in place. It's going to take another action for him to fully escape. But you're going to have to grab back and try to start
we're
choking
wrestling.
him again.
We're wrestling
you're
in the
wrestling
corner?
pretty hard. Yeah. The other bugbear turns off from Sebastian and turns back around to Veo to smash her in the face.
Is it because of the crit?
Yeah. And he gets a 23 to hit with his Morning Star.
Now, does he walk more than 5 feet away from me? Do I get an unarmed strike against him?
Conceivably, yes, you would.
All right.
Crit.
Veo, you
I get
take
a natural 1.
12 points of damage as he smashes you in the guts with the mace.
You punch the ground. You go to punch him and you miss. And you...
Cool. And then finally, the last bugbear comes up to the door and kicks it open.
So strong.
And rushes into the room. And then the other 2 bugbears run up to the room as well.
And does he slip on the poo?
Yes.
Does that knock him prone?
Yes. He runs in the room, slips on the feces, and falls flat on his face. The other 2 bugbears laugh briefly as they see this. And they say to them, and the one bugbear that's being choked out is like, help me, you idiots! And they're like, we can't kill them. We gotta just lock them up again. They've all broken their manacles. So there's a general hubbub as they go through that. We go to the next one in the order, which is Sebastian.
All right. So, with all these bugbears around, and my free hands, I grab the spider web, and I clutch it in my hands, and I'm like, all right, guys, I've never done this like this before, but let's see how it goes. And I hold out my hand, and
Cast web.
I cast web.
Amazing.
Yes.
You see my eyes turn black, and I Spider-Man out.
Web make bigger.
All over the place. Just webbing up the place.
Amazing. All in there.
All of them. Well, not quite.
Well, if they come into the room, they have to go through the web now.
That's
Nice.
So I just sploosh web all over.
You go to punch the guy.
I miss, and then web, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. It never happens.
I web all over the room, and it gets the 3 bugbears, and it's all in between the door and
Nice.
everybody's shackles,
Nice.
and it's everywhere.
Alrighty, Vale, you're up.
Question: did they have any of our stuff visibly?
None of these bugbears have any of your equipment.
Okay. I then want to take the keys from the bugbear in front of me's belt.
Okay, make an make a sleight of hand check.
9.
9. Even though he's, I'll give you advantage because he. Oh no, he hasn't been restrained yet by the webbing. So no, you don't manage to get it. He turns away and
All right.
doesn't.
Then I stay where I am.
Okay, Pluto, you're up.
So I kind of have this guy grabbed still, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna just start headbutting him.
Okay, cool. Make an attack roll.
Yeah.
13.
You headbutt him, but it's not enough to damage him.
You should give him
16.
Give him the mace.
He might be better with
Oh wait, that's enough. Yeah.
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 Got him grounded.
Wham! For
Sure.
6 damage.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm just headbutting him as I'm.
The bugbears that are in the room are both restrained by the webs. And one of the bugbears tries to rush in, and the other's like, and gets stuck. And the other sees that and is like, "That's some kind of magic. I'm not going in there." Cool. So he doesn't know what he's going to do. The other bugbear that's now restrained in the web is still close enough to Veo to try to hit her, so he tries to, but he gets an 8 to hit. And the first, and then the other bugbear that's fighting Pluto tries to escape now from the grab, but fails because he's also restrained by the webbing. And the last bugbear that's prone stands up, tries to get out of the webs, but doesn't.
Ooh.
What a web.
What a wonderful web. I'd
Okay.
say it's a World Wide Web. No, it's not. It's a cell wide web.
Cell wide web.
That joke fell flat. I'm sorry.
Don't
Pluto.
don't beat yourself up.
Okay.
Pluto. I'm out of one-liners.
Stop
Alrighty.
cowering and shoot people.
So
Okay.
we now go to Sebastian.
Oh boy. What else do I have?
Can you reach the keys?
Oh, the keys are like on him, right?
On him.
And he's
yeah.
restrained in the web.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're
I'm gonna
still-
try to mage hand the keys off of him.
They're an attended object, so you
Okay.
can't mage hand them.
I don't want to get close. I'm scared.
Don't worry about it.
Um,
Just don't burn the
yeah, the web should actually stay for a little bit. What are the shackles made out of?
The shackles are made out of metal,
Iron?
iron.
Okay. I'm going to start. Everybody's going to wonder what I'm doing here, but I'm going to sit down and I start filing with like the chains together to try to get some iron dust.
Okay. You spend your action and you accumulate a little bit of iron dust.
Good.
Veo,
The
you're up.
the
I
affirmative.
go for the
nod.
keys again.
Mhm.
Okay. Do so this time with advantage because he is restrained.
Go for the keys.
Yes. 26.
You got him.
Wah, got the keys.
Anything else you want to do?
Walk over to Sebastian. Like walking past them in the web, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
That's because I
Cool.
can unlock it.
Action.
Yeah, big thank you to Axe and Shield for providing us with the awesome gaming accessories like the initiative tracker, and he also makes amazing flight stands and tons of other gear. So please check out Axe and Shield. He makes some pretty cool stuff.
And big thank you to Tabletop Audio. You hear them on every one of our streams. All of their stuff is free. It's great background music. You can check them out at tabletopaudio.com.
And finally, thank you to 100 Years Bore for that amazing voiceover in our intro video. Such a great voice. Check him out here on Twitch.
And if you're enjoying the stream and want to help support our work, please check out our Patreon. You can find the links below or go to patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We have a phenomenal Discord community exclusively for our patrons where you can discuss role-playing games, the latest episode of our show, or having fun chatting about us with your favorite geeky topics.
Yeah, and tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim is sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. They sent us some fantastic dice here, premium metal dice that you can use, that we will be using at our game tonight. And I'm currently using these kind of like dark metal with red numbers. I've been using them actually since the start of this campaign. They're my Sebastian dice.
I feel like
And,
we've all kind of found our favorites.
Yeah, everybody
right?
has
Yeah,
their
everyone
favorites
has
that
their favorites by now.
represent their characters. And yeah, don't forget to pick up your own set with a discount code of DDudes for 15% off.
Lovely. With that, let's delve back in to the battlefield. In this dank and dreary cell, now covered with webs as the bugbears storm in to try to imprison you. Pluto, you are locked in a deadly embrace with one of these bugbears, trying to strangle it while it's caught in this webbing. What are you going to do?
I'm going to continue to headbutt it.
Okay.
I'm just headbutting it as I try to strangle it with the chains around my... You just got to improvise when you're...
You do so with advantage.
Oh, baby. 20. Not
Nice.
a crit, but just a 20. And then that's 6 damage. And then I headbutt him again. 14.
With his shield removed, it hits.
Yeah, for another 6 damage.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm just headbutting him.
Bloodied. So you're bashing in his face with your face.
It's working.
He is bloodied.
The brick was useless. My head is the new brick.
The bugbears, 2 of them are trapped in the webs and try to escape, but neither of them manage to. The one that's getting his face bashed in by Pluto is going to punch back, though.
That's
He
fair.
does so with disadvantage, turning a crit into a 7. Because he's trapped in the webs.
And he has a mild concussion.
Yes, he has a mild concussion. The other
So
bugbear
do I.
is... So I've got 3 bugbears stuck in the webs?
There are 4 bugbears stuck in the web.
Okay. One tries... The one at the edge of the room does manage to snap through the webs and runs towards you, Sebastian, but with his difficult terrain, he can't get out of the webbing. So he rushes through, but is still stuck in it. So we'll have to see if he gets stuck in again. The other bugbear in the hallway says, "You guys do what you can. I'm gonna go get more help." And he turns to rush away.
No, get help is our thing. He's not allowed to do that.
Pork chops.
So he's gonna move into the other room completely.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
if you can move him for me.
okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sebastian, you're up.
Are any of these guys carrying crossbows or?
Some of them look like they might have daggers on them.
I was gonna try to get crossbow. I'm just gonna light them up. I'm gonna actually wait. You have the keys, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can. No, I'm not gonna light them up yet. They're all in the web, so you know what? I'm gonna actually chill touch one of them.
Which one?
I'm gonna chill touch the one at the corner here that was swinging at me and Veo.
Okay, the one that Veo hit with the crit that did 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you really wanted to drive that home, didn't you?
Okay.
So chill touch won't burn up my webs, but
No.
it'll still hurt them. I get an 18,
That hits.
and chill touch does 2d8. 11 damage.
That leaves him bloodied.
Good. And he can't be healed, so don't try to heal him.
I won't.
So I extend my hand, and a ghostly hand grabs him around the throat. Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I do.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I nudge Veo, and I'm like, "You're up, kid."
I'm
Veo,
gonna,
indeed, you are up.
I unlock your manacles so that way you're free.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
I expected you to murder a guy, but thanks for setting me free. That's very
I'm the
nice
only
of you.
one with the keys.
Okay.
If you had grabbed the keys from me, you could have unlocked yourself. But
Veo,
But you
get
strangle the
unlocked.
guy with a
Fine.
ghost hand.
I get him unlocked, and then I traverse around the edge of the web to get to Pluto. I can't unlock you yet, but we'll get there.
I'm just strangling a guy.
Top of the round with Paluto.
I continue headbutting.
Nice. With advantage.
Just standing beside you, like, I'll wait till you're finished.
15
That will hit.
for 6 damage.
Oh my god.
And a 21 for 6 damage.
So you headbutt this guy to death. What happens?
As I cave in the back of his head, because I've got him by the neck, so just caving it in, and as I notice, I feel like the give. I just push his body into the web.
Oh man.
Brains all over your face.
Like your headbutting has just like your forehead is like caved in his nose and
I have
lower
a
jaw.
noticably very
Yeah,
red swell
yeah.
point
Yeah.
on one
Oh, man.
side. I'm worried that my helmet might not fit anymore.
Yeah.
So I just kept, and then I just push his lifeless body, and I let out like a quiet. Ah!
Nice.
The bugbears. The one that ran through the webs gets stuck again, and the one is dead. 2 others are trapped. One manages to break out.
Which one?
It's the one that has been chill touched and wounded, and he breaks out of the web, throws himself forward, and rushes towards Sebastian.
Sebastian,
But
no.
he's spent his
Sebastian,
actions.
no.
So that's that.
Oh, I'm okay.
We go to Sebastian. So you now have this bugbear bearing down in front of you, Sebastian. He's not happy about this.
I'm gonna firebolt him.
Okay, you have disadvantage because he's right up to you.
Oh no. I accept.
Okay.
Oh.
It turned a crit into a 16 plus 8.
Wow.
So
So that's a hit.
yeah.
I almost died.
That skull splitter got a crit though. Yeah.
You know what? I'm
Those
gonna
crits.
use empowered spell and re-roll that. That is worse.
Oh.
That is worse.
That's funny though.
I went from like a 5 to a 3 with my 2d10.
To 3 damage.
3 damage.
It's okay. It's okay.
So he
Really?
rushes out and you fire a warning shot at him.
Warning shot. Bam.
It does hit him in the thigh.
Singed your leg hair.
Ow.
And
Bugbear.
he growls. Vale, you're up.
I unlock as Pluto's headbutting this guy. I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. I unlock his shackles.
Okay, you unlock Pluto's shackles.
And yeah, but I'm gonna be ready. Like whenever the web goes down, I'm gonna rush out. So I'm like readying myself to like get out of here.
Nice. Okay, top of the round with Pluto.
I'm gonna take the mace from Veo,
Okay,
and I'm gonna run around the corner and just start bashing the the bugbear
nice.
that's
Nice.
bearing down.
Bearing down.
18.
That hits.
What's a mace?
1d8. It's a morning star.
Um,
Oh, I just added a mace.
Plus your strength plus.
11 damage.
Nice.
You come up right behind him as he's chasing towards Sebastian. He knees down as he's shot in the leg from the firebolt, and just as he's about to raise his mace to hit Sebastian in the face, you bring your Morningstar right into the back of his skull and cave it in.
Nah! Ah! I am Pluto Jackson!
Nice. The bugbears. These ones are they gotta break out. Come on, guys. Okay. One doesn't, but the other does. And seeing two of his companions go down, he's the one that broke out of the web, came forward, got stuck again, breaks out, and he's like now going back. He's like, "Argh!" And he claws his way back through the webs to get out of the room, but doesn't get out of the webbing because of his reduced speed. Okay. We go to Sebastian.
I'm going to aim at the guy who's prone on the ground with a firebolt,
Okay.
lighting all of the webbing on fire.
Nice. Roll to hit with advantage.
Here we go.
$23.
It's a hit.
And that's I'll take it. 7 damage.
Nice.
And the webbing
Is now on fire.
engulfs in flames.
Fire.
We didn't start the fire. Oh, wait, we did.
We did start the fire.
Yeah, we totally started the fire. You guys, I think we have a lot of witnesses.
Sebastian, start.
Fire. Sebastian started the fire, and now it's gonna burn us. Da-na-na-na.
Fire.
That represents the
Vale,
fire.
you're up.
So is the fire the whole area?
It's burning through the webs as long as Sebastian continues to concentrate on the webs. But once he stops concentrating, there won't be enough to fuel the fire.
Okay. I want to run using my feline agility out of the room.
Okay. You have to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw against Sebastian's webs.
You're running into my burning webs. Do it. But
Yep.
you're running into my burning webs.
11.
No.
So you are stuck in Sebastian's burning webs.
Brr.
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no!
You can use your action to try to escape.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
16.
No.
Nope.
No, you do not.
Veo, no, the webs.
Okay, Pluto, you are
I just want to get out of here.
you're up.
There's the guy near the door, right?
Yep. He's on the other side of the burning webs that Veo is also stuck in.
If I run 10 feet, I can do a 20-foot jump, right?
Yes, but the webs go floor to ceiling, so they
Oh.
will impair you.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle around the side.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Pull Veo out.
pull Veo.
Make a strength check against Sebastian's spell saving throw DC.
I've failed.
Guys, come on.
You're really stuck in there.
So the
I'm just
bugbears get
reefing
burned
on.
by the webs and take some
Reefing.
damage. They try to escape. Both of them fail. And they're being cooked alive. Sebastian, Veo's also going to get cooked alive.
It's fine. Let me in there.
No. You've done this to yourself. No. I have to stop.
Yeah.
I pull the webs off.
Okay, so you stop concentrating on web. They vanish, leaving only a few embers of the detritus behind, and some burning, licking flames on the bugbear's bodies and Veo. But it's not enough to have damaged Veo yet.
Pat out the fires.
And
The
I'm
one bugbear in the center of the room is very wounded and covered in burning poo.
And I'm going to cast
He's bloodied.
Scorching Ray.
Okay,
Oh.
he is prone. So because he never managed to. Oh no,
There's
he
a guy
did
trying
stand
to get
up.
away. There's,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
there's a
stood
guy
up
trying
and
to get
got
away
stabbed.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
We
So I stop focusing on the webs and I pull out my hand and I'm going to just shoot a beam of energy at the guy in the middle. Getting a 16.
That will hit.
$16 damage.
He is killed.
So he gets burnt into just
Wait,
nothing.
how does the scorching ray one ray do 16 damage? Because
Yeah,
it's 2d6
Oh,
damage.
sorry, I rolled
Yeah.
the wrong dice. I was rolling my firebolt dice. You're right. 6 damage.
Okay, that's more like it. He's still alive.
Okay. Now we're on the right track. All right, I hit him again
Okay,
and I get 9 more.
so the two rays collide with his body, shooting him down in a blaze of fiery rays.
He's nothing but a burnt skeleton.
Crisp.
And my third beam, I'm going to smoke this guy in the back of the head.
Nice.
Maybe. Getting a 20.
That hits.
Nice.
Doing 7 damage.
Okay, he is bloodied. Vale, you're up.
Well, I don't have my weapon anymore.
Several of
Sorry,
the
it's
corpses
okay.
of the bugbears have daggers on their persons that you could grab with your interaction. If you wanted to grab a weapon quickly.
A dagger?
Yeah.
All right, I grab a dagger. Let me add that in. Whoop. Equip. I grab a dagger. It's a bit singed. And I go up behind this other bugbear and I start to stab him.
Nice.
Stabby.
He's got his back turned to you, so I will. Normally, you wouldn't have advantage in this case, so you don't, but I'll let you have a sneak attack.
Ooh, okay. 11.
That misses.
Oh, take another stab. A lot.
Nice. This first stab doesn't get through his hide armor. The second one does. How much damage?
Okay.
1d4 plus your
4
mods.
plus 4. Oh, plus the sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
9 damage.
You stab into his shoulder and it hits a vital artery and a spurt of blood comes out and he collapses to the ground dead.
Nice! Yay!
I have a dagger.
Come on, everyone, let's go home.
I start making like
I don't think that's the end of it.
sounds.
Oh,
with
what?
The dagger.
Oh, yeah, we're still in a dungeon.
This is what a melee fighter feels like, right?
Doesn't
so
it feel
powerful.
Good? Doesn't it feel so good?
So powerful.
It's so intimate.
Cool. So,
I caved a guy's head in with my head.
you've slain 4 of these bugbears, but there were several others. And you can hear the sounds of shouts from within coming down the hallways. What will you do? You only have about a round or two to decide your next course of action before you're thrust into the midst of another battle.
Do we know which hallway they're in?
You have reliably heard them coming from the right. You don't know which way is north right now.
Okay.
So you just know that to the right was your right in real life, the way that they were coming and going from.
Veo, you have the keys?
Yep.
Let's
Yes.
go into the next cell over and just hide in there for a second.
I also have a plan.
Okay.
I can disguise myself as one of the bugbears using disguise self and tell them that you escaped and ran away.
Okay.
So if you guys want to hide and I can disguise myself, I can be one of the bugbears.
Where are we going to hide?
Unless we all hide. That's fine.
No, that will work.
Where are we going to hide? Yeah.
I'm gonna actually just run out to this corner and like peek around the corner. Do I see anybody coming?
You see that there is a bugbear. So you looking down the hallway, you see a very long hall. It stretches back about 80 feet in one direction and only about 20 feet in the other. 20 feet ahead of you, it ends in a portcullis gate, which a bugbear is about to slam shut. And you see beyond there is what looks like a large guard room with a large table, chairs, and several bits of food and other accoutrements in it. The other way of the hallway has at least 2 other cell doors similar to yours and veers off as well to the then veers off at a 90-degree angle down another direction that you cannot see where it leads.
I turn back and I'm like, I could hide in one of the little alcoves where one of the other cells are. Like
Yeah.
I could just hide there and not be in this area. So if they come in and check the cell, we're not there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's one other bugbear though that is at the gate that you see and saw you because you were making no attempt at stealth. That is observing this entire hallway right now.
Oh, I turn back around and run back in, and I'm like, well, apparently I just busted us, so
Oh, okay.
never mind.
Do we want
Rush
to
him.
hide in the next cell?
I'm gonna pick up my shield.
Okay.
So now
You have a shield and a morning star.
and I'm gonna dash at the guard in the door.
Okay, you do so. So you run
Alright.
and dash towards the door,
And I'm gonna slam my body into the door.
slamming your body towards it as he tries to close it. So what he's going to do is he's going to try to shove you. So make an opposed strength check.
I got a 25.
He gets a big old 16. So he tries to push you back on the other side. He's like, "Get
But I got a
back
running
in your
start.
cell." And no, he resists it. Sebastian, you're up.
Veo, I think we're just going for it.
Go for it.
And I turn the corner, and so this guy's just been pushed back, right?
He hasn't been. He tried to push Paluto, but resisted his push.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm still going to firebolt him.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it to it.
26.
That hits.
$12 damage.
Nice.
So I'm just Iron Manning everywhere. I'm just like,
Veo, what are you going to do?
I'm also gonna follow out, and I'm gonna run up and try to stab him.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Through the
Don't
bars.
have advantage, but you will get sneak attack on this attack.
Yes.
Oh, crit!
Oh my god.
Stabby stab.
another 4 damage.
Roll them twice.
9 damage.
Nice.
9.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You're-
Oh wait, I got my second attack.
Stab him.
Stabby stab.
That's a
That's
a crit miss.
Crit miss.
Okay. He's
The
extremely
dice given
wounded.
and the dice taken.
Paluto, it is your turn.
I'm gonna just try to cave his head in.
Nice.
Caving his head in with a big old 10.
That does not hit.
Swinging again for a 17.
That
Or
does.
27, sorry.
So as the first hit goes wide and hits on the
Missed
bars,
10.
the second hit though you bash right into his face.
For 11 damage.
He drops like a wet sack of doorknobs.
And then I'm going to use my shield to push him out of the way and
Okay.
run into the room.
All right, you see down the room. This large room has a bunch of barrels of supplies, several bugbear nests towards one corner, 2 smaller doors looking like they might lead into closets or smaller cells, and then another portcullis gate, which has been left hanging open by a bugbear that's now turning around. There's a hallway leading further into the complex into another smaller guard room, where you can see are several racks of weapons and other equipment arrayed. In that guard room is a bugbear, and standing beside him, wielding your shield and your javelin, is Mulg.
Mog.
I yell out to Mulg, Mulg, my head's coming for you!
Is this guy?
Yeah, that guy's there. He's another bugbear. So is that everything you're gonna do for your turn?
I'm in the room. I've used
Yeah.
5, 10. I'm gonna get in the doorway.
Okay, do it to it.
I'm in the doorway,
All right.
so then they can't close the door.
Mulg goes. Mulg rushes forward and slams you in the face with your shield,
No.
getting a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
You now have the shield.
You take 9 points of damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
25.
Okay, you are not knocked prone. With that, he then stabs you twice with your own javelin of lightning,
No.
getting a 21 and a 26 to hit.
They definitely both hit.
You take 11 damage and another 14 damage as he stabs into you twice. Get back in your cell.
Ow. Mulg.
Cool. And Mulg turns to the other bugbear and says, "Get up the stairs. Pull the ladder. I'll take care of these ones." And the other bugbear turns to go up the stair, go into the room. All right, Sebastian, you're up.
So I run into the room. What sort of stuff is around here?
There's a lot of stuff in here. There's some food. There's some coals and embers from the fires that they got going in here, from the torches.
Any bows or crossbows?
Roll a d6.
There's weapons in the other room.
In which other room?
In the next room. There's weapons in the next room.
I need to give Veo a crossbow or bow.
I know. We need to get
I rolled a
one.
3.
Okay. Now make a perception check. Are you going to spend your action to look around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a 10.
Okay. Looking around in the room, you spot directly on the other side of Mulg, on one of the weapon racks, is a crossbow.
Veo, there's a crossbow.
Yeah. There's a crossbow. There's a crossbow and a longbow.
Veo, we need to get you into... Veo, get into the other room. There's a longbow and a crossbow.
Oh, I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
I point. I'm
Veo,
looking
you're
at you
up.
and pointing.
As you say this, I do Zephyr Strike because I want to zoom past everyone.
Okay.
And I want to get past Mulg to that longbow, so I can go.
Alrighty, you rush past him. You don't provoke an attack of opportunity, but I'm gonna have you make an acrobatics check because he's so big. You have to launch yourself over him.
19.
You do so. So you manage to squeeze around him, squeeze down the hallway, and you get to the weapon rack where there is a longbow and a quiver of arrows.
Does it take an action to strap it on, or no? I just pull it out and start firing.
To pick up the item is your interaction.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go for it.
Oh, so
Let me
cool.
just-
I love
So
this.
she muscles in the room, dives forward, grabs the bow, knocks an arrow, and shoots Mulg in the back. Wow. Go for it.
Get my stats. Give me one.
So
I add
cool.
this in.
So
It's
cool.
weird to add things in the moment. Okay, got it. And I of course use my sharpshooter. And I'm gonna take my advantage from my Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
Good thing. 16.
That hits.
Perfect.
Purr.
Perfect. That's and I'm gonna use, because I had advantage from my Zephyr Strike, I'm gonna get my sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And an extra D8 from Zephyr Strike. I did not organize. There it is. Okay. The sound. Okay.
Kill her. Kill it.
31.
Oh my god.
She's back.
We win, Mog.
That was my
He's
first
still
shot.
standing though.
We
That's
just gotta buy time. We
Alright.
just gotta buy time for her to keep shooting
Second
arrows.
shot. 23.
that's a hit.
Yes.
Don't forget your sneak attack.
I
Oh,
only
you
get it
can
once.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. You already did it.
Good call though. We gotta keep.
21 damage.
Oh man. He's not bloodied.
Not bloodied?
Oh my
Not
God.
bloodied. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how much I can stand up to this guy.
Don't worry.
How far
Okay.
did I just want to make sure I did my whole movement.
Alright.
1,
Okay,
5, 10,
so Vea,
15,
you can
20,
see that this
30.
other bugbear is climbing up a ladder into another room above. You are also down this room. There's a hallway that extends 30 feet down to another door, and then there is a collapsed hallway as well, where you can see there's a pile of rubble filling up a hallway that veers off as well, heading to the north, to this northern direction, which what we'll call north for now.
When Deceit with my goggles and all of that, and Lies, who had my wand and stuff, did they also go this way after talking?
That's your best guess.
Best guess, okay. I would obviously be staring at them intently. Okay.
Pluto, you're up.
I know the command word for my spear.
Mm-hmm.
If I call it out,
Unfortunately, your attunements have been broken.
no, my spear! I'm gonna steal it back so hard. I just start wailing on him.
Okay.
Wailing. 19.
It's a hit.
But
But he raises your shield and parries it.
no.
Using your own tricks against you.
Yeah. Blocked it with your own shield.
16.
That is a hit.
For 15 damage
That
and
leaves him bloody.
make a strength save.
I get a 14.
He's prone.
So you knock him prone. Cool.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna action surge,
Okay, he is bloodied.
and I'm gonna just keep wailing on him.
Do
Wailing. 23.
Nice.
It hits.
Oh wait. For 14 damage.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna add another 8 and do a distracting strike.
Okay.
So that was like,
Another 8 damage.
and then a 20 to hit
That hits.
for another 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do. Can I trip him if he's already tripped? Can I just
No, you can't make him more prone.
get lower? Okay, then that
Cool.
last 8.
Anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action?
Heal.
Okay.
Okay, and then I just stand over him as I'm just wailing on him with my, give me back my stuff,
Okay.
you big jerk.
Maul gets to his feet and hits you in the face with the shield, getting a 14 to hit
That hits me.
for 9 damage, and make a strength saving throw.
16.
Okay, you're not knocked prone. He bashes you with it, turns around, and he is going to take provoke an opportunity attack because he turns to lunge at Veo.
Lunge.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 25
Nice.
for 10 damage,
Nice.
and he has to stand there.
So he's just going to beat you in the face.
I accept.
He gets a 13 to hit.
That ties me.
That does hit then. So that is going to be 14 points of piercing damage from the spear. And he attacks you one more time, getting a 20 to hit
Ow.
for another 11 points of piercing damage. It's like, haven't had enough then, eh? And he turns around and stabs you back.
We be in a battle.
Yep.
Ow.
The other
That
bugbear
rules.
races up the ladder and begins pulling it up.
No.
So he gets up the ladder, and the ladder's starting to rise up.
These bugbears.
Nice. Sebastian, you're up.
So I run up near Pluto, and my eyes turn black, and you hear me start to whisper in this like echoing voice, and I say, "Sick 'em, boy." And I'm going to use 3 sorcery points, and my dog appears behind him and leaps at him and starts gnawing on him.
Okay.
Bites him right in the back of the neck. Ooh, pack tactics, eh? Okay. So he gets advantage
Yep.
because Pluto Jackson is part of his pack.
We're a dream team.
20 to hit.
That hits.
That's 9 damage.
So Reaper appears from the shadows, rakes like, or does that dog tackle where like a dog tackles you to the ground, bites him in the neck, and starts pulling him as a shadowy portal appears out, and he drags Mulg into the portal, leaving behind only the spear and shield as Mulg is slain and devoured by the shadow.
And the helmet?
Hands. Yeah, and the helmet. Like the portal just opens up with like a burping noise, and the helmet spins out.
Oh,
out.
I didn't realize he was that wounded. That now, well,
Yeah.
the dog, I guess, also crawls back through the portal, and I was
Yep.
like, "Oh, good job, Reaper. You did well." Can,
We did it.
can he have his helmet back?
Well, it's Veo's turn.
Okay.
So I see that he's
Thanks.
fallen into a shadowy portal of death, and I turn towards the ladder. So the ladder is starting to go up. Is it a rope ladder?
Yes.
Yeah. Do I see the bugbear?
He is pulling the rope up at the top of the shaft, which is about 30 feet up.
Okay. I go to the end of the ladder right below, and I take aim at him.
Okay, go for it.
Crit.
Yup.
Uh,
Suck it, bugbear.
Right between the eyes.
21 damage. And then I take another shot at him. Oh, critical miss.
Oh,
I'm all
the
over
balance.
Okay.
I missed that one.
Okay, he's shot, and it hits him almost in the jugular, but he survives. It's only 21 damage?
Yep.
Only 21
Only
damage.
21 damage.
Okay.
And then I start to climb the ladder.
The ladder's 15 feet in the air already.
Can I climb the wall?
You have a climb speed, yeah? Yes. How
20.
fast? 20? Okay. So you're up the wall. It is worked stone.
Mhm.
But yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
10.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. You go to scurry up the wall, but you only make it 10 feet up.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
Alrighty. So we now go to Paluto.
I'm looking up high jump.
Okay.
I'm currently looking up the
You
rules.
have reclaimed your helmet, though.
Woo! Here. Oh, got it.
We're going on a mission. Can I just shed my stuff and pick up
It's
my
going to be
shield?
an action.
Okay. I'm going to, holding my Morning Star, I want to do like a run towards the rope ladder
Mm-hmm.
and jump and try to grab onto the ladder.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Because I'm heavy. 12.
12. You leap up and you jump 12 feet up, and you are just too short. Just a few feet short. As you tumble to the ground, land prone, and take 5 damage.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
The bugbear pulls the ladder up the rest of the way and shuts a trapdoor.
While we're still in a dungeon.
Are we still in initiative order?
Nope.
No. I walk over and I try to mage hand open the door. The trap door.
You push it. Seems like it might be it's not latched yet from the other side, so you push it open and it bursts open, revealing a very surprised-looking bugbear.
Hello. Veo, would you shoot him?
Yeah. So you're done your turn.
That was my action.
Okay. I take another Zephyr Strike for the advantage.
Get
You
Walk
shoot
over,
him.
he closes it, just like pop.
Actually, I hop down because at this point I'm like 10 feet up the wall. So I just kind of let go of the wall, and as I do, I take my longbow out.
Oh.
Zephyr Strike and 19.
That hits. He's killed. Okay.
Roll it anyways.
I'm gonna roll a d6. On a 1 or 2, his body falls down the hole with the ladder in it. On a 3 or 4, he drops himself and stays up there with the ladder. And on a 3 or 4, he drops the ladder down.
Or on a 5 and 6.
On a 5 and 6, he drops the ladder down. So he drops down with the ladder.
Is he all tangled in it?
It's all tangled up. Yeah, he falls to the ground dead with the ladder, and you all manage to just step out of the way as he lands dead with the rope ladder in his hands.
Now, before we go up, do we want to scrounge this area for some
I-
other weapons?
We're still, so deceit might still be around here, and lies. And if it's okay with you guys, I need a few things back from them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we're not. Yeah, I gotta get my dad's badge back, and there's a lot of archery and my grapple shot.
Should we just, unlock all the prisoners and start a prison revolt?
We could do that. Yeah.
You have the keys, right?
Yeah. Here.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm gonna get this crossbow.
It is a heavy crossbow.
Oh, not a hand one. Not
Yeah,
a hand
not
one.
a hand crossbow.
I don't want.
Whatever
a
we
crossbow.
do, we have to move quickly. I'm really.
I'll take the heavy crossbow.
You'll take the heavy. Okay, here.
I'm really
Alright.
hurting.
Okay.
Oh, do you need healing?
Yeah, I'm at 8.
Here.
I feel 8.
I second level cure wounds you.
Oh, thanks.
So it's 2d8 plus 2.
I like that you sang that.
You touch me.
Oh.
Oh.
16. Rolled 2 7s on 2d8.
Cool. So what are you guys gonna do?
We have to. Whatever we do, do we just go up, or do we look for lies and deceit?
I want to look for lies and
What if
deceit.
they're up there?
They might be down here.
So we.
Is there any bugbears with armor that I can grab? Leather armor?
The bugbears were wearing hide armor, and they were all wearing hide armor.
I take some hide armor.
Okay.
Yeah, same's
Okay.
crude hide
It'll
armor.
be a couple minutes to put that armor on. Are you guys going to take the time to strip them off and put on their crude hide armor? Or
They
not?
can do that. I
Okay.
could do something else.
Sure. What are you going to do, Sebastian?
Well,
There's
now-
a few other weapons here as well. And Sebastian, there's a few. So there's this small guard room that appears to be at an intersection of 4 different directions. One is the rope ladder leading up to the hatch in the ceiling. The way going north, which ends in a wooden door, and then the collapsed passageway to the east, and then back to the south, which is the main guard room. There looks like 2 adjoining storerooms in this guard room, and several piles of crates, chests, and other supplies, and some of the food that the bugbears were eating. And then the hallway extends all the way down to the very end.
If I check the storerooms quickly, there's nobody hiding in there or anything.
You open up inside the storerooms and see that there look like to be a few provisions and supplies in there. It looks like there's actually 5 healing potions, regular healing potions inside.
I come out and I toss Pluto a healing potion, and I toss Veo a healing potion, and I take 3 for myself.
Okay.
What?
They're here if you need them.
Here,
Amongst the other things, the bugbears had a few personal effects. It looked like they had about 150 gold pieces and a few bags and satchels between them. And there's food, some rope, a few hammers, other mundane supplies. There's enough that you could muster together some thieves' tools from amongst what's in here, like one set of thieves' tools, and enough materials as well for a healer's kit as well.
Okay,
Are you proficient in these tools?
I am. Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take
If there's
it.
anything specific that you're looking for that you might want to know, like that you might want to need, you can ask me, and I'll roll to see if it's there.
I'm going to tie the rope ladder to the bugbear at the bottom of the hole.
Okay.
Is there anything I could use as a spellcasting focus? As I'm rummaging through things, I'm looking for anything with arcane elements to it, anything that I could use to focus my powers.
Make an investigation check.
15.
You thoroughly search through, and the only thing that you manage to find as you search around is you manage to find a bit of fleece.
Okay.
And searching around through, it looks like the bugbears were eating bugs.
Any cocoons?
There are there are 2 cocoons and several large beetles in here as well.
I pocket those. I'm just like getting a little bag
Yep.
filled with like, so I have fleece,
Yep.
I have coal, I have web, I have some beetles, and
Yep. And you manage to find a little bit of incense as well
Ooh.
in amongst all these things. So you've got like materials. Note anything that consumes them. I don't know if any of them do or not, but there's a little bit of everything that you can cobble together to cast spells.
it will specify if I consume it when I cast
Yeah.
it, right? Otherwise, I can just keep.
Yeah.
casting.
So I think that you got everything you need. I think.
I think so.
Cool.
Any rope?
There is a spool of rope. Yes.
I take the rope.
Yeah.
Any? Let me just check. Powdered corn extract and papers.
Yes, in with the foodstuffs.
Woo! Yes,
Yeah.
I go in and I find some cornstarch, and I just pop it in my pocket.
Vale, always with the food.
It's for a good reason.
You hungry?
Okay. So you, as you manage to rummage through all these things, about 20 minutes have passed. What are you gonna do?
Guys, I want to investigate the other direction. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just not sure where Deceit and Lies went,
Okay.
and I really want to find them.
Should I disguise myself as a bugbear guard, just in case we come across them, or do you think it's gonna like?
I feel
One way or
actually,
the
well,
other.
nobody got out of here alive.
Yeah.
Except Lies and Deceit.
We should probably drag their bodies into our cell.
Oh yeah, so the reason I tied the rope because I don't want them pulling up the ladder later.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so now
maybe
it
we
has
have
a
something
bugbear.
else that we could tie off just to the rope, just to make it harder to pull it up, and then we can hide the body.
We could tie it to the weapons rack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shove the weapons rack in the corner.
Sure.
Tie it, the rope ladder to it, just so that like they can't just pull it up again.
I mean,
Yeah.
seemingly, if they do that, I can just mage hand and pull it down. But
Also, I can climb the wall slowly because it's.
My other
on-
concern is they could just cut the rope and then we're trapped down here.
I also
mean-
have rope trick now that I have cornstarch.
No, the rope ladder fell down with you.
Oh, so is it just
Yeah.
at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
not tied to anything then.
No, it's not tied to anything up there.
oh, I thought
Oh.
I thought
No,
it
it
fell
fell
down,
down
and was
with you,
hanging.
yeah.
You mean
Yeah.
it fell down, fell
Oh.
down?
Yeah.
Like it's all here.
I
Yeah.
can still climb up. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I can rope
I'm
trick
really
it.
good at climbing.
You-
We're
Are you?
good. We're fine.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Okay, guys.
Go around the other side.
Go.
Down the hallway that where the prison cells are in, or up north. Those are my 2 votes.
Prison cells.
Prison
Those
cells?
are the only two.
Yeah.
ways
Okay.
to
Yeah,
go.
those are the 2 ways that I suggest.
So you head back towards the cell block. You head back towards the cell block to the cell that was adjoining you, and as you do so, you hear 2 voices calling out, saying, "Hello, what's going on out there?"
I pop my head into the window. Hello? What's going on in there?
Oh, hello. Well, can you save us, please? You don't have anything to do with these thieves and murderers, do you?
No, we're killing our way out. Do you want to help?
I do. Please. My name is Rolf Wagner. I'm one of the Hooded Lanterns.
Oh.
Oh, My name's Sebastian Crow. Perhaps you've heard of me.
You recognize this man. He's one of the new royal guards.
What are you doing here?
They've had me here for weeks. Me and my patrol were ambushed, and they brought me back here, and they got into my mind, and I've been locked in here for weeks.
Weeks?
If we
When
know
were the
him-
Royal Guard formed?
Not weeks ago.
Was it weeks ago?
Uh-oh.
No, it was days ago.
Falsy.
Uh-oh. We have a mole. Something bad's afoot.
You're a member of the Royal Guard, yes?
What's the royal guard? The royal guard's all been wiped out. I'm one of the hooded lanterns.
Good. Good to know.
Can you swing a mace?
I think so, yes.
I don't think he's who he says he is.
I don't
Oh,
trust
you think
him.
he's one of the...
There's one of two options right now. Either A, they've messed with his head so much that he forgets some very important details, but these details seem too important to forget. This man is a member of the Royal Guard and in charge of looking after the Queen. We saw him in the Hooded Lanterns camp. What's he doing here? That was only a few days ago. Right?
That was like yesterday.
Yeah.
But what if it's the opposite? What if he's been here for weeks and then that other guy is the imposter? That's what I was thinking.
Oh, man.
So then they already have a person on the inside.
Being with the Royal Guard.
So that's my first concern, but I also can understand that what if this is like deceit or lies?
Okay, wait, there has to be a question we can ask him.
Can I just
What's-
stab him?
No, Vale, what's something that only the Hooded Lanterns would know? You've hung out with them for years.
What's the Tuesday night meal on the second week of the month?
Meatloaf.
Yeah, it's meatloaf.
Is it Meatloaf?
Yeah.
He's telling the truth?
Yeah.
I was actually thinking meatloaf. Let him out.
Okay. It was Wagner. Sir Wagner?
Yes. Rolf Wagner.
Wagner, I think I know you.
Theo Senya?
Hello.
And Sebastian Crow.
By the gods.
Hey, I'm Pluto.
Oh, thank the light. Thank you.
We're here to rescue you. I unlock the cell. And do you still have that Morning Star?
Yeah, I'm going to give him the Morning Star and a shield.
Cool. He takes it. He's like, prefer a bow or a sword if you've got one, but I'll take it for now.
How about a heavy crossbow?
He takes it.
Yeah, there goes
Sweet.
my weapon.
Don't shoot us in the back, please.
Remove.
We have to keep moving.
Did you
Is
see
there-
anybody else go by?
Is there anyone else in here?
There's no one else in this cell.
I go to the next cell. Hi, I'm Sebastian Crow. Who's here?
It's empty.
Nobody's here. I just said that to nobody.
We just see him talking to himself and to the...
Seemingly this cell is empty.
You've been in prison too long, man.
Oh, it's getting to me.
You got...
Let's
Get
see what's
focused.
let's see what's around the corner.
All right. I creep up to the corner and I do a head pop around stealthily.
Okay. There's a sealed door here. It's locked and barred and looks very secure.
Barred from our side?
No, barred from this side.
From the side that I'm on.
Yeah.
I have the keys. Oh, you have the keys.
I have the
Wait,
keys.
so something's being held in. Okay, be ready.
Okay, guys,
Is there
get
any windows on the door?
No.
okay, guys, get ready. This could be like the high intensity prison, high security.
I'm ready
Cool.
with my bow.
I come up and I knock on the door.
There's no reply.
You just announced us.
Bugbear
Just open the...
Marg here. Gonna unlock the cell. Don't attack. Urgh. And I pull off the latch and I unlock the door with the keys. Does it work?
Mm-hmm.
I step back so I'm next to these guys and I mage hand open the door.
Inside the room is a single lantern hanging from the middle of the room over top of a wooden chair.
Interrogation room.
Oh.
Turn to Wagner. Is this your friend?
What?
Oh, sorry, not Wagner.
Is this whose friend?
Oh
There's
yeah,
nobody in-
there's no one in here. Just a chair.
Oh, sorry. I thought he said the lantern.
No, a lantern.
A lantern.
I was like,
You turn to Wagner. You point at the lantern.
I have to watch out for that language. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this your friend? He looks at you.
I tried to pass it off as a joke.
Okay.
Veo, the hooded lantern's
I'm gonna
on
have all of
actual
you
friend.
roll a d6.
Oh golly.
4.
3.
3.
Okay.
Wait, guys, I have to try something. I pull out my hand and I go, "You there in the chair? I can see you."
Silent.
We all wait. We're waiting.
You wait dramatically. Nothing happens.
All right,
Okay,
I
we
think
have to hurry. We
we
have to
can
hurry
move
the
on.
other way.
Okay, we can move on. Run the other way. Wagner, can you run?
Yes, I can.
Okay, keep up.
And I run ahead of you.
run back down the hallway to the
Keep
guard
up with
room.
Bayo.
Which way are you gonna go?
We're gonna go north.
To the other door?
Yeah, the other.
I look for support on my decision. I'm like, guys, the only other direction.
I'm already ahead of you.
Oh, Veo's gone. Okay. I turn to Veo. She's already sprinting ahead of me. So yeah,
Okay.
we run.
1,000 feet ahead.
We run north to that door.
Okay. It's a wooden door, slightly decayed. It opens up with a loud creak. And the sound of rushing water fills your ears. Because in this room is a cistern room. And you can see in front of you is a large grate of iron. And from above, at least perhaps 100 feet above, there is it ends in a stone ceiling, although I guess your dark vision doesn't extend that far, so you can't quite see where it ends. But coming from the darkness above, you can see that there is another aqueduct pipe, and there is water pouring out down into this room, going through the grate and into something below. And as it rushes through, you can see flakes and streaks of octarine light running through the water, and small bits and fragments of delirium in the water as it runs down and into the grate below. And a few pieces of delirium are collecting here. In fact, as the room as the water rushes into the room, haze is slightly forming in this chamber. There is another doorway to the west in the circular chamber, and it looks like there might even be, just at the edge of your vision, there might be a ledge about 60 feet up coming from the west. And then there's a door to the east, 60 feet up to the west. There is a ledge.
Okay.
And then it seems like the water is originating from the north, higher even than that. How far is your dark vision?
90 feet.
Mine's
So, yeah,
120.
Your dark vision with your dark vision, you can't see the ceiling, but you can see that the water is tipping over from another ledge to the north, where it's falling straight down. And it looks like there might be another ledge to the south about 80 feet up as well. So there's 3 ledges, one at 60, one at 80, one at like 75, and one at 90.
Is there anything I can grab onto wall-wise?
The walls are slick with water
Mm.
and moisture that's collected in here. Even there's bits and flakes of delirium that are splashing all around as well. And it is a slick rain duct.
What if we go up the other
This looks
one?
like it might be one of the city. Judging by this is like one of those old storm drains in the city that's meant to drain out water when there was flooding.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you see Pluto?
What if you took the rope ladder and climbed up that other hole and just tie it off again, and we'll go up the regular way?
Should we check
that's
this
where-
door to the east first?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Because we get.
But yeah, I don't see
I
why
feel
we
like-
would go back into the sewers.
I feel like
think we-
Lies into Sea might have got. They might be like chilling in their comfort.
Yeah,
hangout
Lies
zone.
into Sea would probably go up the rope ladder, not climb up the cistern. I'm guessing. But first, are they behind this door? And I open up the door to the east.
They are not. You open up this door and it leads to a collapsed passageway.
I hold out my hand and I go, "I see you there," and I wait dramatically.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna walk up to because we've done this before, and I try to pat the rubble.
The rubble here is very thickly packed.
And it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's not like a fake.
Yeah.
No, just try walking in.
There's the other rubble back earlier though, as well. There's two. Both this passage and the previous passage would seem to line up with each other wherever they were going, but they're both collapsed.
Should we go back to the rope ladder?
Well, I'm just wondering, is there
Check the walls.
any way that we can?
There's a little bit of
Get out.
purchase to the gravel, but this area is sealed.
Okay.
So,
Let's check out the other one.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's any which way up here other than it's all slippery, no way to get up.
You could climb, but if you slipped, it would be bad.
Okay.
So the climb is completely possible. It's hard. It's a hard climb, and it's a climb that if you mess up, it's gonna hurt.
Be an ouch.
Yeah.
I know what you're going for, and I think this is an excellent way out. But I'm not leaving here without my stuff.
No, I don't think so either. I just thought maybe it would give us a way to get in and sneak in,
True.
rather than going straight through the front door and.
Right. You
banging
like
it
to
down.
be sneaky about these things. Me and Pluto tend to kick down doors.
Can't you teleport?
I can.
Could you teleport up there?
I can teleport me and one other person up there.
Could you teleport you, another person,
And a rope
and a
ladder.
rope ladder? I don't mind doing some of the climb if it means that I can grab on a rope ladder.
I mean, this is just an option.
It is.
I mean, we're leaving the lantern down here, but
Yeah, that's also a problem. We need to save this guy because we now know who the mole is
uh-huh.
in the hooded
He's our
lanterns.
proof.
He's our proof.
He needs to survive.
Okay.
Do we
I
go
guess
up
we're going down the front
regular
door.
hole?
Yep.
Regular hole.
Regular hole,
All right.
not the slippery hole.
But I probably could climb up a little bit again slowly. It's probably not as slippery as that room to relatch the rope ladder up at the top. Yeah. On the other side.
Yeah, the hatch and not
Yeah.
the cistern
Yeah.
path. Yeah, with a couple tries, you could climb up and get there. Yeah.
Cool. I say we do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
While she's climbing up, I'm gonna check the other rubble.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Hallway, rubble. 19.
This passageway is deeply collapsed, but in the back, there is a small breakaway, the very back of the collapsed passage, about 18 inches wide, that looks like it leads into a cavern.
You want to go spelunking?
Can we fit in there?
You could squeeze through.
I investigate the passage. Well, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna look for
I'm
any,
gonna jam Sebastian through the passageway.
and I'm looking for any signs that
I'm gonna
other
hold onto your
people
legs.
have gone this way.
Cool. Give me an investigation check.
Uh, 21.
Judging by the piles of rubble along this way and how the hole is off to the side after the L shape of this passageway, your reason of confidence that it's entirely possible the Queen's men don't know this hole is here.
Secret. Go in.
I-
While Veo's climbing, go in.
Okay,
I'll
I
watch.
squeeze through.
Leads into a very small crawl space of a underground cavern. Looks like it might have been like once the underground, the type of rock that water would have once flown through. And it twists and turns only about 4 feet wide and high back as far as your dark vision goes.
Can you mark it?
Mark it?
Like leave a symbol. or something. So if we find the other end, I don't know.
I feel like we'd recognize this, but I'm going to crawl a little further in.
Okay, you do so. You're crawling forward, and it continues to twist and turn, and you can hear the sound of dripping water ahead in the distance.
Pluto, I don't think this is a well-used passage. Do I go out or do I keep going?
Do we all want to go in
Are
there?
you scared?
I'm not scared of the dark, but I am slightly uncomfortable in small spaces. It's a little claustrophobic in here. I'm a little squished.
I believe in you.
I don't think the Queen's men go this way. This is not going to get me my stuff back. But it could be a secret entrance somewhere. I don't know.
Does it go on an incline?
It's kind of wiggling its way down, up, straight.
Both.
It's hard to tell.
It's going slightly down.
Slightly down, snaking. It's very cramped.
Sneaking.
Smells weird in here. I hear dripping water. Smells like brine.
I don't know if that's what we need
Do you
right
wanna-
now.
yeah, I mean, now we know it's there.
Yeah,
We could maybe use that as an escape later.
that's true. If we need to
Thinking
get out
about
of
this
here.
now, wriggling backwards seems more uncomfortable. But I'm gonna try.
Going backwards is the worst.
Pluto, go
Eh.
pull his feet.
I'll wait till I can get your feet, and then I'll just pull you.
I try to wriggle my way back out.
Okay, you manage to wriggle your way back out. You can all roll me a d6.
My rags are dirty.
1.
1.
3.
Okay.
I can never read what's a good number.
You have all come back out. You're very dirty now, covered in gravel and dirt and sand.
It's okay.
You're at the base of this guard room. Veo's run the ladder up. They're all waiting for you. What are you going to do?
Should we go up?
That's what we're here to do. It's the only way.
Okay.
Forward.
Who's going first?
Onward and forward.
Pluto?
I slid back down the wall after I put the rope up.
Like the hatch is open at the top,
Mhm.
right? And there's I listen for a second. There's no.
Make a perception check.
I get a 1.
Don't hear anything.
Did I see anything while I was up there putting the ladder up?
Guys, I don't hear anything. Oh
Okay.
wait, I have rocks in my ears. That's what that was.
You put the ladder up.
Yeah.
Did you go into the room to look?
No.
Okay. So you put the ladder up, you came back down.
All right.
I don't know. We need somebody really brave to check out up there.
Can I
Yeah.
have one more healing potion?
Here's another healing potion.
Okay, I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
Sebastian's. It's been long enough that if you would have wanted to take it, if either of you would have wanted a short rest, you probably could have while you were exploring all back there.
You'll allow it?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Woo!
Okay, then I'm brave now.
'Kay.
I'm suddenly braver than I was moments ago.
Because yeah, between unlocking the prisoner and all exploring, like that's light enough activity that you could have took about an hour.
So I'm gonna go up to the door, the hatch. I'm gonna listen.
The hatch is open.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna right before I peek my head over. Do I hear? I don't hear anything in the room. Do I hear?
Seems pretty silent.
I poke my head up.
Okay. There's a table with 8 chairs around it. And there are 4 people sitting around that table with their hoods drawn up, all looking at the hatch. And as you pop right up, one of the hooded figures says, "We know you're down there. You can come up and have a seat. The Queen is here."
I think I'm intruding on someone's dinner party.
What's happening up there?
Oh, we're gonna have a talk.
You and me?
I'm just gonna climb up,
When I was a young boy... Oh. Wait, you're leaving.
and I'm just gonna calmly get up into the room and walk over to the table and have a seat.
Pluto, should we come up?
Come on up.
I like double time up the ladder, poke my head up, and I'm like, oh. Well, you didn't say there were people.
There's people?
There's people. Why aren't they shooting us? Why aren't you shooting us?
As you come up, one of them
everyone's
says,
super calm.
"Have a seat."
Everyone's just really chill.
Well, I mean, either there's going to be a fight or not, so I take a seat.
Do they have my goggles?
Probably.
Do you have... Oh, okay. I climb up the ladder and I poke my head up.
Who's at the table? Do we know any of these people?
As Sebastian comes up, the other four seated at the table stand up. You can see them. You can see them a little bit more clearly now, as they remove their hoods. There are four people. One is another massive bugbear. He has almost bright orange skin, and a red mohawk and an eye patch, and his face is covered in piercings. Another is a tall, thin man that looks like he might be in his 60s, and he has a brow permanently furrowed. Another is a woman that looks like she might be pushing 90, and she is hunched over on a cane. And the last woman is wearing she's got a bandana and a wide hat over her head, and even all of them have like a thief's bandit mask over their eyes, and their eyes have been painted black as well. And she is wearing a red leather jacket with a wide red hat. All of them are armed. The man speaks. "We are the Queen's Council, the leaders of the gangs. If you're ready to talk, the Queen will talk with you now."
We just killed our way through your prison. Where are our things? I have some very valuable items that are very personal to me.
You can ask the Queen about that.
Fine.
We're from the Petals.
Purple petals.
No, you're not. We know who you are.
They know who we are.
My name's Sebastian Crow. And I'd like to talk to the Queen.
So be it. There's two doors leading into this room, and the four of them get up and together walk out the door, and there's a notable pause. What do you do?
Oh, is Ralph with us?
Yeah.
I mean, if they wanted to shoot us now, they would have.
At least she wants to talk.
Yeah. I think we go in. Do I recognize any of them?
You've never seen any. You
No.
might have heard a few of these people before.
Okay.
And there's whispers in your mind of who some of them might be. You're pretty sure that bugbear might be someone that's been around in Drakkenheim for a long time. Somebody that's been running gangs around here for years at least. A man named Rutger Redhands, who's been running gangs in Drakkenheim. He's probably, if he's survived this long, he could be a bugbear that's in his 50s as well himself. The other older woman might be old beggar Mary.
Old beggar Mary.
Yeah. Who would be a so those are the only two names that come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Given their age, they match descriptions of people that were infamous before the meteors dropped.
Okay.
Before the meteor dropped. The other two?
No idea.
No idea.
Okay. Well,
I'm clutching some of the incense in my hand just in case, but I'm like very cautiously. They're inviting us into another room.
No.
No, they went to, or we're just sitting around there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
say we follow them.
They ask you to wait.
Oh, they asked us to wait.
I'll wait.
We'll wait then.
A few moments later, the door opens, and a tiefling woman walks into the room. She has wavy hair like a river and horns like boats in it, and is wearing the purple robes of the Amethyst Academy. And as she takes her seat, she sees the disturbed look on your face and says, perhaps this isn't the best disguise. And she turns her wig, and then her appearance changes, and instead a man is sitting there. Well, says the commander of the Hooded Lanterns, you've been quite a thorn in my side for quite some time, haven't you? Running his hand through his hair, the appearance of the figure changes once again to that of Sebastian's mother. Does this appearance disturb you at all? It was one that my colleague said was very fixed in your mind in particular. It shifts once more again, and Veo, the man in front of you, looks like your father. We found an interesting badge on you as well. Are you trying to steal his face and legacy? The appearance shifts once more, and again, going through and cycling through faces of people that you've met and spent your time with in Drakkenheim, from Tobias Crow all the way to the rest of, even one of the Crow children, people that you've seen on the streets of Emberwood Village, other Hooded Lanterns, even members of the Silver Order. You can let me know when it's appropriate.
Oh, do Ralph. Be Ralph.
Certainly.
Show us your true face. This is absurd. I don't want to talk to ghosts and memories.
That's all I am, I'm sorry to say.
Are you the queen?
I am indeed. I am the Queen of Thieves. Sebastian Crow, Veo Senya, Pluto Jackson. Even as the Queen of Thieves speaks, the voice shifts in tenor across voices of different people that you've seen and heard before. Brought me some very interesting things. I've had my eye on them for some time. I couldn't have planned a better heist myself. Thank you.
I'm going to need a few of those items back, Your Majesty.
So respectful. I can see we're going to have a very interesting conversation next week.
So much tension. Ugh.
That's where we're going to end for tonight.
I was like, oh, that person. Oh, wait, that person. Oh, no.
I thought she
Then I
was
got it.
everyone.
I know.
I was like, has she been everyone we've talked to?
She could be. That's the thing.
Even Ralph.
I just turned to my dad and now I hate her.
Ralph, I don't even know you.
Her? They?
Wow.
Them?
We're in trouble. We're still in so much trouble. We killed a bunch of bugbears. And now we're just
We
in a room.
successfully broke out of prison
We
and
finally
got
got to
audience
meet-
with the Queen, which would have
Technically-
happened if we had waited.
Technically, mission accomplished.
Yeah, but
We
we,
just
wouldn't have had
took
the
the long
weapons when
way.
we did it.
Yeah, we just.
We just- Yeah.
Well, that's where we're.
That's a success then.
May you live in interesting times.
Oh man.
Oh.
Thank you so much to our cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe, for playing tonight. And a huge thank you to Kyle for working behind the scenes to manage the stream, as well as to our producer, Clayton. And a thank you to all of you watching live on Twitch. I know we had our ups and downs with the technical difficulties tonight. Hopefully when this all hits YouTube, it's all smoothed out. It looks like the recording is on point, so if there were any glitches or bits and bobs while you were watching, we encourage you to watch through this one again.
Thank you to Axe and Shield for the amazing accessories that he has provided us, the initiative tracker. He has a bunch of other really cool stuff on his website. He also has a Kickstarter starting soon. So check out Axe and Shield. Check out all of his cool stuff, and it's awesome.
Big thanks to Tabletop Audio again for the ambient music. It really sets the tone and the scene. We always get great comments about it, and you can check it out for free at www.tabletopaudio.com.
And thank you to 100 Years Boar for that amazing voiceover in our introduction video. Check him out streaming here on Twitch.
Wonderful. We used Terrain by Dwarven Forge, and our miniatures were by Hero Forge and WizKits.
And tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim was sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. We saw them roll a lot of crits and a lot of ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
very
variety.
balanced.
They're very balanced.
Yeah.
Very
Oh, I
balanced
just got a
dice.
crit. Nice. See, look at that.
There you go.
I literally
Crits and
rolled
misses.
2s and a 19. So,
Balanced,
Balanced.
wonderful
I like
metal
balance,
dice.
yeah.
Nice.
And don't forget to pick up your own set. Use the code DDUDES for 15% off.
You can check that out at skullsplitterdice.com.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community. So if you are wanting to check out our Patreon, which is at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes, or you can find it in the links below, you'll get to join our Discord community and you get to hang out with all of us on Discord and chat with us. And Joe's doing his best.
I show up sometimes.
He shows up sometimes and he says hey, and but we're having a lot of fun on Discord, and we have some really good conversations. People can talk about advice for character building, DM advice. You can also get behind the scenes information from Monty that we don't have access to about what's going on in Dungeons of Drakkenheim. So check it out.
we also generally just like wish each other good morning every morning.
Yeah,
too.
everybody-
It's really
everybody
nice.
says good
It's a
morning.
fun community.
Yeah.
Of course, Kelly and I also post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for Dungeon Masters and guides for players. You'll also find prior episodes from this campaign available for your viewing pleasure there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the Dungeons of Drakkenheim.